Alright, we got the robot going, we were recording, everything's good. This will be Wednesday stream. Number what? Number 412? The last one was the information. I hope this one goes well. I haven't played in a couple days because I've been trying to get a backlog of Isaac videos so I can be a little closer to ahead on both Isaac and Gungeon. This one's gonna be the one I do for Wednesday. I've already done up to Wednesday on Isaac. I kind of feel like I should do one more Isaac, but if I do that, I might as well do one more Gungeon too, because basically we get back Wednesday. That means in order to have Thursdays up, I will have to, that night, get Thursday done, which is totally doable, especially since I'll probably be up later than a dick skin. Usually I get pretty good sleep on... Are you kidding me? Oh no, it's okay. Hey, are locked shops just done? That's a real question. I don't know when the last time I've seen a locked shop was. I remember that used to happen all the time. I mean, this is technically a locked shop. Well, it's not locked. It's a semi-closed shop. It's a directionally inaccessible shop. But yeah. So today, Jackie, this is the like the continuing story of trying to replace Jackie's old car with something that has some legs in it, something that's not going to fall apart within the next few years. We woke up pretty early, especially since I was awake until like 5 o'clock. We were going to go to the Tesla place. Oh, you butthole. Well, maybe. Depending on how much more we can get the ballot and still make it to whatever. It's less problematic playing as the reboot, because that junk is still straight damage. So I don't feel quite as godawful picking up or destroying a thing for junk. There we go. Well, that makes it a little more palatable. But anyway, so we called them before because like the place that we first called, it said on Google that they opened at 12 a.m., which is midnight. So we assume this probably means they'll be open by 11. That's when all the other ones are. But we called them and they're like, oh, we open in an hour. So we were already up. I was getting, pissy. I don't get enough sleep. I'm a cranky boy. So I was like, let's just call them and see, because I think we actually have some questions that we could have answered in person. So there's this government, like, subsidy kind of thing. Well, not subsidy. It's a government incentive that's been around for a while to get people to stop the mad polluties that's been happening since cars were introduced to the world. Since the Industrial Revolution, I guess. Oh, fuck. So it's a $7,500 credit. That's $7,500 tax credit you get if you buy an electric vehicle. So we were like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's use that for the Tesla. That'll be neat. Next year, the T-Rump administration has significantly decreased that and taken off like a lot of incentives for Tesla and GM and some other companies, basically in an attempt to do something that I think has the very, very misguided aim of assisting the American automotive industry. They're actually directly hurting the American automotive industry. It might be assisting I think the goal was to assist the why did I get money from that? Huh. I think the goal may have been at one point, it's like incentivizing buying these electric vehicles is getting people to buy Priuses and foreign cars and etc. So let's really put a gun against their back and say, hey, you need to buy an American freaking what do you call it? Gas guz. We need you to buy this gas guz, cause hi Tomato, how are you doing? Why are you calling me a rude joke that a 4-year-old would make? Burned. That joke's pretty funny, but you know, I heard it in elementary school. Anyway. So yeah, they're de-incentivizing buying electric vehicles for whatever reason, and they're incentivizing buying gas guzzlers, which, you know, America's known for its giant subs, its giant SUVs. And well, I'm doing great. How are you? Now that we've got all the dick jokes out of the way. Well, some of them. One of them, at least. There's probably still some more back there. But yeah, so we get there. They tell us that the way that the incentive works is you have to have the car ordered and delivered by the end of the year. If the car arrives at our place on the 1st of January, we don't get the tax credit. So we're like, oh, so what does that mean? Well, basically, getting a car made to our specifications would take 4 to 5 weeks. It's the right now it's the 1st of December, or 2nd of December, I think. And there's no guarantee that it'll be done by the I get it worst. Like sausage. Sausages are phallic shaped. I do understand. But anyway, the whole thing relies on people saying like, well, we're not getting the $7,500. Let's just go buy a diesel vehicle. Oh my lord. This stuff's so good, but so expensive this early. Or not diesel, just like gasoline powered, whatever. It doesn't have to be diesel. And so we said, screw that. Let's get a Tesla this year. Let's try to see if we can save up and be ready for it and get a goddamn Tesla and be one of the coolest people we've ever met driving a future vehicle. And turns out that we weren't fast enough. So we asked them, well, maybe can we they said, yeah, if you get something like that they already have in inventory, they can get it to you fast enough. And basically the one that they had that was closest to what we wanted was about $8,000 more. And we were like, that really kills the entire incentive. It basically eats it up. Still have a great car, but like, consider that incentive go up. Man, that room sucked. The first 2 times we got hit, and get them back to back like that really sucks. Dude, I don't want to go through this room. I feel like now I'm on like a get hit streak. Nope. We're good. Get hit or die trying. Whoa. Jeez, guys. What's with all that bullets that you're firing at me? But yeah, we basically can't get a Tesla, so Jackie was like, well, let me look around. Let's see if there's anything else that's in the same or similar price range. And she found... You know what? Fine. She found Nissan in the area, a place that was very near where we lived. So we called them up, or we looked it up, and we're like, this is actually, you know, relatively affordable considering what we were expecting to pay for the Tesla with the discount. I can't believe I dodged all the way backwards into that. So we went, and then we signed the paperwork and bought a freaking Nissan Leaf. No, I'm talking to myself. There's no one else here. You're the only person. So I'm just having a quick little conversation with myself. It's something I started talking about before you got here. I'm just finishing my train of thought. I don't have a lot of viewers, which you might have noticed by the fact that I don't have a lot of viewers. So I kind of do, like, I don't know, like audio journaling or something. I get whatever's on my head off my head while I'm doing these things. Sometimes people show up. I got some regulars around here, but I'm not one of those channels that always has people hanging out. And I try to keep a running, I guess, monologue until or whether or not people show up. But there's only so much you can talk about this game. I played, you know, over 1,500 hours of Gungeon between different systems and different computers. So there's not a lot for me to talk about besides the occasional update to why I'm playing so badly every once in a while. But yeah, my wife and I bought a new car for her. That's funny. Yeah, I still haven't figured out whatever it takes to make it like the big boys. I don't want to just chase the new popular game. I don't want to be playing Red Dead because everyone's playing Red Dead and Spider-Man because everyone's playing Spider-Man. That's not my style. I found a couple games that I really like to play. I got a couple people that really like hanging out, and we're good. It's close enough for me. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding. We're gonna just keep running out of money, and that is okay. Ooh, a hip holster. What do you mean, you just talk politics? Like, I voted for Ralph Nader for the 40th time in a row. That kind of stuff? I did convince my mom to vote for Ralph Nader when I was young. I was a strong supporter of the Green Party. Let's try something. This might kill us. Nope. That's cool. Politics is fun. It's divisive, of course. That's kind of the whole point of it. If it was just a bunch of people in agreement, it wouldn't be called a pleasant conversation about how great we feel about things. But again, with this channel, I'm not really chasing viewers because I don't know how to. Not because I don't want to, but I don't want it to become like just work. Just like making ends meet, you know? But talking politics is a good way to get some people pissed. Even some of the people that have hung out the most on this channel, I have not scared off, but like we've got into it from some of the discussions about stuff that's going on. I remember one talk we had about gun control, and I'm a big believer that no one on the planet should have a gun, not even the president. Hey, Squatchy! I have a friend who's a libertarian. He wasn't a libertarian until he started making money, and then he became a libertarian. Because he entered a higher tax bracket and was like, man, fuck the government! Yeah, let's get knee deep in the discussion of why rape is bad. Ooh, baby boy. I do too, boy. Or buddy, tomato. Your name is spelled the way that some people say it. Go in the hole, please? Nah. Being a chicken's also fine. Whoa, that went through the wall. Weird. How are you doing, Swatch? Did you get Arch-Tempered Kieran all the way murdered? Oh, boy, buddy. Boy, all these... This floor has just been one after another of great guns for sale. I bought one of them. Yeah, the bundle of wands. I wasn't passing that one up. No, thank you. Oh, dang, that sucks about the deaths. But congrats on that. I haven't gone back. I did that other quest with the dudes, with the 3 elder whatevers. I think I could handle Arch-Tempered Kieran because I'm very comfortable playing safe. Hey, Bipolar Polar Bear, how you doing, man? God, it's great to see everybody. I mean, I can't actually see you, but it's great to read the words of everybody. It's always this butthole. Whoa! Oh shit, I forgot about that. That's actually great. I'm getting a second Splodum from this thing. Man, one bullet weapons with the backup gun is really neat. Oh god, that's our other blank. Get away from me! Or the hip holster, excuse me. Yes. Yeah, I don't really get angry about stuff. I disagree with people. I disagree strongly about stuff, but like... So buttons. Alright, I'm gonna get this because every time I don't, I regret it. Especially since this is right here. It's just a blank. A little bit more curse ain't bad. So that gives us 2 curse. Table tech stun is amazing. Oh, wait. Give me that freaking thing. Whoop. Okay. Come on back. Give us another try. There we go. Sorry to do that to you, little goop, but like, you had a gun I wanted. So... I love socialism. Like, not joking. It's my fave. Let's keep using the Orguni because it's kind of neat. I'm doing a big 180 on the Orguni. Oh, my eyes. It doesn't... The Orguni right now is not doing anything amazing, but... Oh my god, double shot for the flare gun. That's something to write to your mother about. I'll get my notepad. Get out of here. I don't know. I'm like the happiest I've ever been. We got Jackie a new car. It's all electric. We never have to pay for gas. We get 2 years of free charging on it. And then if we go to the Nissan dealership where we bought it, we can get free charging forever. We can actually just plug it in at home and it'll be really slow, but like we can essentially just plug her fucking car in like it's a goddamn, I don't know, phone we have to charge. I'm so stoked. We drove that thing and it is zippy as fuck. Thanks. I wish everyone had one. Ooh, how nice. It's a lady caller. What? I read the science fiction thing and walked into a freaking buzzsaw. That might be the first time in 600 hours that I got hit by a buzzsaw. Maybe even more. Turkey? Why are you saying turkey? I don't know why you're saying turkey. Yeah, we didn't get the Tesla. For anybody that missed that rambling monologue I had beforehand, we ended up with a Nissan Leaf, which was a little bit more affordable and actually got us the incentive, the electric vehicle incentive. I'm not willing to lose all the rest of the shots. Yeah, we're happy with it, man. The Leaf, well, not quite as cool, not as freaking high-tech self-driving. It does have, like, a mode that is, like, it basically is cruise control, keeps an accurate distance or an appropriate distance that you can set between you and another car. So if you're on the interstate, it'll maintain the right tailing distance so you don't, like, if they stop suddenly, the car will help you brake if you're getting asleep from long driveys. Getting mad sleepies is what I meant to say. But yeah, it's freaking dope. I'm very happy about it. And we don't have to ever take it to the gas station. There's chargers all over the place, and yeah, it comes with a cable that just lets you plug it into your freaking house. I don't know. I can kind of understand how some people, like, grew up looking at Muscle Car magazine and wanted that thing to rev like a big cat. But, like, for me, I want that thing to be cheap, like a found cat. The thought of never ever paying for gasoline is very exciting. Even though gas prices aren't as bad as they were when the Iraq War started, they are, it's no fun. $30 a week is, $30+ a week is what Jackie says she pays for gas. So that's every month, that's a minimum of about 120. That's gonna go down to like the $17 a month range. Oh yeah. Of course it's because of oil. Oil is the great, you know, divider. Those Saudi guys are not rich because of all of the sand. I mean, maybe indirectly. I think the sand and oil have some sort of correlation. No. Well, maybe. Actually, I really don't remember what his particular beliefs were about it. He moved pretty soon, or I moved. No, he moved. He moved to New Orleans pretty soon after he started having those feelings. Whoa, feelings. I really think that the mustache should give you coolness. I think it actually does nothing for me. Balloon gun. Oh my god. The paper lantern synergy is actually going to be pretty neat. If I can remember how it works. Man, we're not doing too well health-wise, I'm just realizing. Oh, the backup gun. The backup gun is gonna do wonders for this one. Ugh. Alright, this is when I should definitely be using the balloon gun. But yeah, he got it. I remember it was after he got like his first full paycheck from working out on a fishing boat, that he went from, you know, healthcare for all to the government should have nothing to do with my money in any way ever. Like, that first paycheck did it. That's a freaking Old King Flawless. Holy shit. Is he up there? He's up there. Hand Polaris. That's just lovely. Oh no, the poor aren't taxed as much. What an unfortunate side effect. I don't know, man. I think taxing the rich a lot more than the poor is what I'm all about, but I think we have very different opinions on this one. I think that's it. I'm not gonna search too far and wide. Oh no. I don't think my load time is that much faster than people who don't have it on their SSD, but I noticed that it is faster. I'll load into a zone a little bit quicker. This is 3 seconds or something. That could also be it. Which sucks, because that's a little bit more problematic to fix than just getting a better SSD. Or more of an SSD. Weren't you talking about, at some point in the near future, working on an upgrade? I want to kill this rat. There we go. He gave me 5 cents? Or $5? Whatever you want to call it. Ah, that guy! I didn't see him. Oh, the funny thing about getting the new car is the guy who was selling it was this old Russian dude. He was very, very gruff, and it was great. I want my salespeople to be just straight up direct. Like, so he was trying to sell us this blue one that we had on the lot that had all the features and options and whatever that we wanted. Oh, you're keeping the GPU? That's neat. I think you'll notice that the CPU is not going to have an immediate effect on gaming. It's going to have much more of an effect on other workstation style stuff. At least that's what it was like for me. But yeah, it does have an impact. Whoa. Oh yeah, duh. Wait a second. Killing this guy with the one thing is pretty stupid. They could, but like, you know. Whoops. Letting the market run free is a pretty good way to get in a situation very similar to where we are. Where the rich can... Hey, he came back! He forgot that I stole from him. Where, you know, if it's through your job, you gotta be already making enough to essentially be able to afford it, to be given it for cheaper. Or... Dang. Give me level 3, please. There we go. Wow, as I finished saying it. I don't know. It's a very complicated issue, and you can have any opinion on it you would like. I don't feel like talking about it right now. I know where I stand, and I don't think that this is going to be a conversation that leads into construction, or constructive changing of opinions, so I don't really feel like having it during this particular stream. There's plenty of times when I want to talk about this stuff. However, the amount of things that taxes already go towards, such as the military, such as road work, such as police officers, fire departments, etc. It's not really easy to say that, like, $1 in my hands is equal to $1 in someone else's hands. Instead of having a situation that incentivizes... Dang. Healthcare for all, treating everyone in basically an equal footing, because they're all paying for it the same way. That, in my opinion at least, leads to a greater likelihood of it not being the rich getting better treatment. Which is the reason that I agree with it. It's not just a taxation or cost issue. It's that everyone deserves to live a healthy life, not just the people who lucked into a family of money. And if you disagree that everyone deserves to live a healthy life, then we're just very fundamentally wired differently. But anyway, I'm excited about this car. We didn't, so why should they pay for the roads of 1,000 people? Why should they pay for anything? If you want to get into that argument, and this is what libertarians like to do, then it's this kind of... every libertarian I've ever talked to really, to me, feels like wants to have their cake and eat it too. That's what fucking insurance is, whether it's, you know, paid for. That's why how insurance companies make their money. All the people who pay their monthly dues and don't have their car break down are paying for the people who do have their car break down. That's what insurance is. It's splitting the cost of something amongst a ton of people so that it doesn't cost so much to the few. If you are now saying that insurance should be done away with, well, that's a totally different thing. But then that goes against your let the market decide kind of mentality. I very much agree that it feels wrong to give other people stuff. But, you know, fucking get over it, I guess. Like, greed is not gonna win an argument with me, I don't think. I mean, you get to choose which ones you agree with and which ones you feel. That's the, right. That's the thing. That's the lucky situation you're in, where you get to say, I think these things that have already benefited me should be continued because I like them, because I've always had a fire department, because I've always had this. But then when it comes to healthcare, you're very much used to it not being something that you've always had, or that everybody's always had. So it's a lot easier to say, I don't think people should get this for free. I just don't. Oh shit. Rat ring. Did you read the report that basically said that the current healthcare system costs the American industry more than a state-run healthcare by, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars, because the extra costs that come into those who can't pay, still... Oh, there's my wife. I want to mute for... Alright. Jack is on our way home. I don't know. I have always been of the mind frame that if you have something that someone else can't afford, usually it's not from one of trying. Oh shit. It's usually from the situation being stacked against them, which happens all the fucking time. I was born poor. I was born poorer than a lot of people I know. A lot of people who their entire lives have lived better than me and will probably continue to live better than me because of yeah, every time I go to the doctor, there's no wait. Every time. It's instant. The healthcare issue is the stupidest one because people are using talking points that haven't actually seen the opposite. There are not extremely long lines in Canada and Britain. The places that are financially well off, countries that are doing well, do well with universal healthcare, and it saves people more on average, it saves the country as a whole more on average to do it. But people don't like it. They don't like the idea that maybe I'll have to wait because someone else is sick. That happens every time you go to the doctor and someone else got there before you. Like, is that really a good argument? The thing that literally happens every time being the case? There is a chance that there will be more people at the doctor because they can afford to pay for staying healthy, but that's not going to stop. I mean, you know, people are going to the hospital already. Get in an accident, I'm going to the hospital. The fact that healthcare is unaffordable, that my wife got a hernia from doing nothing, and we now owe 10 grand, which hurts us a lot more than someone with $400 million or whatever. So what? That's silly because they already are. And if you just don't want it because you like to feel like you're the boss, that you get to decide everything that happens, I mean, I guess good luck with that. I don't know how that really, like, works in the real world. To me, libertarian seems like soft-core anarchy. And it's always felt that way. It's people who just, they want to have and they want to have and they don't want anyone else to have. And they don't want anybody to tell them that someone else deserves anything that they have. Like, it's this weird kind of, I should get it because I did something, and no one else should. Even if the chips were stacked against them their entire existence. Like, people that are born into poverty are most likely going to die in poverty. It's not this American dream of you just pull up your bootstraps and you'll get out of it. That's not reality. People who are born rich are almost all of the time going to be the same rich people by the end of their lives. I've made slight improvements over the course of my life, but I'm nowhere near the starting point of rich babies. Like, oh, fuck. So does anarchy. Like, so does a complete lack of government. It's just, it's Orwellian dictatorships based on money. Like, I don't know. If you think companies are going to have the best interest in the people, you've not ever worked at a company. Fuck, man, I don't want to fight this guy. I would like some ammo, please. So you're taking one very specific example and using that to fully 100% prove a point? That's specious reasoning at best. Oh, I agree. I agree that, like, I agree with what you're saying, Squatchy, that people feeling that they believe a certain thing are more likely to believe themselves as the good guys, and they just want what's right. But I mean, like, in my opinion, it's all about greed, and greed is something that I do not abide, like, for real. I don't ever want to feel like I deserve to live longer and better than anyone because I was born into money. I don't want to see someone languishing in squalor because they just happen to be born in it. And just say like, ha, well, sucks for them, the end. Hard work does not equal success. Oh my god, that's the most childish notion. You really think that someone who works hard is more successful than someone who is born into money? That's crazy silly. Like crazy, crazy silly. No, not every time. It is some of the time if you happen to be lucky. Like, oh man, that sucked. But I think people really undervalue the importance of luck in being successful. If I made a freaking cell phone in I don't know, 1443, it's not gonna lead. It's about timing, positioning, the market being ready for it, having the right money, not getting it stolen from you by somebody that's richer that can produce it faster and get it in the hands of others. Capitalism benefits the already wealthy, like almost exclusively. No, I'm answering different people. And how do you think you get those? Don't you think rich people are more likely to get connections that lead them to other rich people that give them the money to pursue their interests? If I had a huge advertising budget and I can pay somebody to make my stream look like the nicest thing and send out ads, etc., this thing would be popping off. Like, it's not about what you do. It's about what you're given. That's what libertarianism feels like to me, Scotchy. I know that, like, you're not necessarily saying in favor or against it, but libertarianism is for me, and capitalism in general is nepotistic fundamentally. It is what I have is all that matters. Everyone else can go fuck themselves. Like, and I think that's really fucked up. I think it's really short-sighted to think that, you know, getting your own benefits is the one thing you should be focused on. I think this boss feels very different since I got this widescreen. Like, it feels shorter, like a squat or something. So there's a secret room here, and it gets us a key and something else, but it's not really that good. But we have King Bomber again. Oh yeah, I mean, it's been that way. It's been that way since capitalism was even an idea. It's been that way forever, and it will continue to be that way, probably after capitalism is replaced by the next form. Oh, fuck yeah, we're getting the Pox Cannon if we have exactly the money for it. That's what royalty was, like. You can, I mean, you can say what you want, but you're basically saying that all it takes is hard work, and that's not all it takes. Like, it's hard work and a lot of other ridiculously specific factors being in your favor. You can work hard. I guarantee that you can, and you're gonna do better than someone that doesn't, if you're on the same starting point. I'll agree with you on that. But that's the problem I have with it, is that no one gives a shit about that starting point. People say everything is like chess. It's like such an easy shortcut to talk about. So, I do hope that you know that I'm not insulting you. I'm insulting your ideas. I think that, like, I feel very, very differently about this than you do, and that's just gonna be. My mom worked hard her entire life. She worked her ass off raising 2 kids because of a shithead that abandoned her after she had them. And she's had a fucking struggle of a life. And she's watched people who've never done anything but had everything handed to them just coast. And you think she deserves less, and she worked hard, and she deserves to still be broke to this day, then I think you're fucking wrong. Like, I just do. My mother's a fucking saint who has busted her ass since she was in her mid-20s and still lives worse than most people she knows who have not put in half the effort. She just recently graduated from college. Yeah, just do it. Just know when the right time is in the right place and just sit there. Like, there are 10 million counterexamples of someone working their ass off and getting nowhere throughout their life. You just don't hear the fucking stories because those don't make the news. It's silly to think that, like, everyone who's worked hard is some fucking millionaire. Or even that most who worked hard are doing better than those who just put their money on the right stocks at the right time because they had the money to put on them. Like, you ever see the sub Wall Street bets? Those are people that had some starting money, and they knew someone who told them, you think there's no state? Do you honestly think there's no state corruption? You think in a libertarian state there would be no corruption? That's pretty funny. Oh boy, some more coolness, nice. Is this the one that does like black sails or something? Black flag, that's what it is. I don't know. I think I just disagree with you. Simple as that. And that's not gonna change. Oh, fuck. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Not because I'm conceding that you're right, because I think it's stupid, and I think that you're looking at it from a very fantastical, one is all bad, one is all good kind of point of view. And I think that you came in with the idea that you hold, and there's nothing that I could possibly say that's going to change that, so there's no point in having this conversation. I'd rather talk about literally anything else. I would actually rather talk about eating shit than have this nothing of a conversation. And I'm sorry if that is too direct, but it's just boring. You can. And you have every right to, but I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want people to, like, show me an example of a governmentless state that isn't fucking chaos and civil war. It's not salt, it's just disagreeing with you, man. If you take disagreement as salt, this is why you shouldn't have political conversations. It's easy to call someone that you don't agree with a troll because they don't want to talk about things that we're just not going to agree about. This is a boring conversation I've had 10,000 times. It's just the same thing. It always is. Was it a hot dog or was it a hot dog bun? I hope it was the loose hot dog. That would make me a lot happier than it being a soft piece of bread. Damn, that sucked. Didn't really want to use that blank there, but I felt that Polaris slipping away from me. Did you used to watch Cartoon Network before it really kind of popped off? I'm not assuming anything. You're assuming that socialism means 100% the same thing in every instance. You're doing the same thing. Don't act like you're standing on some correct argument and not doing the same logical fallacies that you're lambasting against from me. Like, you can't act as if you've somehow avoided... Socialism allows for corruption. Is there a socialist state that is successful right now that doesn't have corruption? Yes. There is. Like, what you're saying is that in every system, in every situation, it's going to behave the same way. Like, but when I say the same thing or even something close to it, you say that I'm saying the thing you don't want to hear. Switzerland. No, I know. I mean, that's why political conversations against people that you fundamentally disagree with don't go anywhere. That's all I'm trying to say at this point. It's not worth my time to have this conversation because it's going to be this circle of us saying our opinion over and over. Like, it's not worth it. Or Sweden. Sweden or Switzerland. One of the two. Whoa. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, again... It's not if you don't want to view it as such, but whatever. Again, this conversation is never going to go anywhere. It can't. I'm not going to start agreeing with libertarianism, and you're not going to start agreeing with anything that's different than you came in with. Oh boy. Oh shit, we got enough to buy both of those things without stealing. Let's see what this guy gives us. Sure. Oh no, I understand why people feel that way. I think I've played BioShock. I know how people feel when they think the sweat of their brow is going into someone else's hand. I know. I know that point of view. I do understand it. It doesn't change how I feel about it. Dude, I'm Ivy League graduated. I am well aware about the differences of these opinions. That doesn't mean that I agree with them. And, you know, this conversation isn't going to lead to any agreement. Oh shit, Jackie's gonna come. She always comes in during bosses. A really good track record of that. Then just stop talking about it. Like, I just don't want to talk about it. Or, you know, you could talk about it with someone else. Someone that wants to pat you on the back for feeling that way. I understand where you come from. Like I said, one of my friends who still remains my friend feels that way. Hey, baby. Oh, he just moved to a different place, so we don't talk about it very much. You always come in during a boss. Busy day. Oh fuck, no! I do understand, dude. It doesn't mean that you understand me. I think that you're saying the same thing right now, Tomato. That I need to change and be more sensitive to your feelings about libertarianism, but you know that socialism is fundamentally wrong, and that's how it should be understood. I think you should take a strong, long look in the mirror and realize that you're a part of the same problem. Oh, fuck. Wait a second, can we still do this one? I really wish we got to take your new car tomorrow. I guess this is all right. Yeah, it is. I don't care if you do. I don't care about you at all in any way. I met you 30 minutes ago and then you... like, I just don't care about you at all. And I don't mean that to be mean. It's just you're somebody I met very recently. I don't want you to change. I don't want anything from you but the end of this conversation. Huh? Yeah, right. And someone who started the conversation that with "Hi, Dixie wrecked." Yeah. What does this one do?
You burnt. That's a burnt tomato.
Delicious. What does Black Flag do? What does this synergy even do? Does it make them bounce more? Whoa!
You should learn the difference between 2-0 and 3-0. Knowledge is power, my boy. You burnt again, tomato.
The Burninator has arrived.
Oh my god, that tomato is crisp. What is this? A margarita pizza that's been in the oven for 35 minutes?
That's a sun-dried. It's a pile of sun-dried.
That's a sun-dried tomato.
I respect your opinion too. I'm glad that we both respect each other.
I don't respect any of you.
No, I know. Oh, these things are strong. I didn't know they'd be so strong. Oh no, man.
Hi, Splash.
Wimp, wimp, wimp.
Good thing I'm here to lighten the mood, am I right?
Our mood was pretty light. I started this off talking about how happy and excited I am about your new car. And then it turned into...
Oh, because it's a socialist car for Stalins.
Just a bunch of, you know, Vladimir Lenins over here.
A bunch of little Lenins driving around.
It's a good thing you got that Lenin protection.
Yeah.
Hey, I got this bomb. I forgot to throw that.
Oh my god. I could do the whole tomato right now. As long as it's cooked enough. Woohoo!
Did you say a-hole?
No, it's a tomato.
Oh.
I could eat 1,311 of them.
But anyway, we leave for Portland tomorrow, or we leave for Portland in, oh, God, pretty soon actually, like 8 hours from now.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited about it. I think we could do it. How far away is Portland? Not like how long is the drive, how actual far away is it?
How many miles?
Yeah. All we would need is one power charger on the way. Power charger, marriage. Lousy smirch weather.
It is 167 miles.
Yeah, so we would need to stop once and charge the car.
No, it's good.
That's not undoable.
Yeah, we would get lunch or something.
I'd take 40 minutes to take a little nap. I packed your swimsuit too.
One, green top.
No, other one.
Which one?
Jungle top.
Not green?
It's like orangish. Just go look in the freaking thing.
Orange.
It looks like plants.
Flowers?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine. That's
good. I like it when we're faking everybody out.
yeah. They call me Jackie Little Kid. Except when I wear that bathing suit.
They call you Jackie regular sized knockers.
Oh my god, the face hurts from smiling so much.
Why were you smiling so
That was
much?
really friendly tonight.
I kicked ass tonight.
Yeah, that's good.
We did it was one of those nights where I actually felt like, man, I'm fucking good at this job.
Same. I think I was just in a really good mood from
I was too. I honestly think that I like
also a little like sleepy delirious, like that one.
A little bit,
show,
yeah.
but worked so long. And I had a great day.
I actually really felt like the whole car thing going over so well, like kept me in a good mood. I was still kind of like pumped.
My tomato.
Later, dude. We're not talking about it on the stream. Is how much?
Can you put hands into the table for me?
No, I can't make hands. I'm not a wizard. I could pull my hands underneath the table and show you a number or two, but straight up can't make hands. Wait a second, did I actually get a lead god and not do anything about it? Shit. Let's just get this now.
Oh. Somebody's a good boy. Somebody's a good boy.
He has been really good. He probably knows we're leaving. Freaking psychic ass dog. Okay. We've got a lot of weapons that are very good for this.
I actually
Boss.
had this table friend of like Midwestern and they were like, oh, I don't understand this. What is this? And Papa Deli, what's that supposed to be? Like, what is this place about? We don't get it. And then they were like nasty and like running around.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
And they're like, I'm from the same place as them.
No, they were just like, you know, fat, nasty Midwesterners, we get it. Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley was telling me about it and I was like, yeah, they're probably like sitting there like, what is this place? Gay?
You have a nice night too. Sorry, I'm not trying to not say goodbye to you. My wife is
You come back anytime, Tomato.
saying homophobic
roast you.
slurs. You know what's crazy? I think Kansas City had the highest concentration of gay people. I had more gay friends there than anywhere in the world.
I feel like I don't have friends that are not gay. Really.
Well, you don't like straight people. Like, you have a problem if there are too many straight people in the same room. I can't stand straight people.
I like to keep it queer.
Getting gay with kids is here. Clap. I will not be getting gay with any kids. I think it's from South Park.
I thought you were such a big South Park head.
That song gets stuck in my head at random times, and I'm like, don't say this out loud. Don't sing.
Shma. Shma. Shma.
What?
Shma.
Are you shaking your head?
So much head.
It's shaking my head, Jackie.
Oh. Like this?
You have to shake it violently. Oh god, I thought he was going to do the other one. Every time anybody says shaking my head, I imagine them just like, oh fuck. I fucked up all of those, damn. That was bad. He doesn't need to go out, you just go smoke. Yes, you are. You can't. Alright, so we just had a crazy, amazing run. And the whole time we were talking about how socialism is the best thing that's ever been discovered by humanity.
Oh, I have a question.
Also the most oppressed. Don't forget about that. What's up? Can you tell me the question?
Yeah. No, I mean, I just asked the question. The question is, can I tell you something?
Don't. No.
That's not a question.
Oh, my little back.
So my question is, can I tell you something? And what I want to tell you is, I asked literally everyone I work with in front of house today, what's to do in Portland. No one didn't say strip clubs.
I don't care.
Everyone said it.
Squatchy. So my wife is trying to basically test me and say she wants me to say
Test you?
we should go to a strip club in Portland.
They're supposed to be really amazing.
I don't want to go to a fucking strip club. I hate strip
Can we just
clubs.
go?
You can go.
Can we go for like a second?
You can go, and I'll go do anything else, and it'll be more
Just come with me,
fun.
I'll have one drink
No.
and we'll watch the strips.
Mm-mm.
We'll watch them shred paper into strips.